The National Commission for Civic Education held a roundtable meeting to find diverse means to tackle sexual harassment at workplaces. Speaking to journalists at the event, the chairperson for Ncce, Kathleen Ade, says sexual harassment violates the right of an individual, poses a security threat, and creates barriers to a decent working environment.
The roundtable meeting held by the National Commission for Civic Education discussed ways to deal with sexual harassment at workplaces. The event hosted stakeholders from various organizations, both private and government. The theme for this year's event was centered on addressing sexual harassment at workplaces. Speaking to journalists at the event, the chairperson for the National Commission for Civic Education, Kathleen Ade, explained that sexual harassment could cost an organization a huge sum of money because of litigations and payment of damages to victims.
Subject of sexual harassment at the workplace remains pervasive and underreported, and neither legislation nor incentives have been able to eliminate it or minimize it. The main tendency to reduce the quality of working life. It can jeopardize the well-being of women and men, undermine gender equality, and impose costs on firms and organizations. Additionally, sexual harassment at work violates the rights and healthy working conditions and serves as a barrier for promoting decent working conditions for all workers. Apart from violating people's rights and dignity, human rights law and freedom, it also poses health and security challenges due to the insecurities posed on the lives of people, particularly women and their families. These adverse consequences for victims of sexual harassment translate into less productive work environment and costs to the organizations concerned in terms of increased turnover and absenteeism.
According to the Domestic Violence Victims and Support Unit, over 60% of Ghanaian women are sexually harassed at the workplace and higher learning institutions. The Ghana Labour Act prohibits sexual harassment at workplace. However, many institutions have no policies that address sexual harassment at the workplace. The civil service, however, has codes of conduct for all workers.